This is News 24 Live. I'm Erin Bates. We're crossing live to our reporter Karabo Ngwepe, who is in Hammanskraal outside Pretoria. We know that 2 people died in clashes with the Red Ants yesterday, and at least 5 people were arrested for public violence. And we now hear that community members have met to discuss the situation in Hammanskraal. Karabo, what happened at the community meeting this morning?
Well, Erin, the community leaders met with the residents and pleaded with them not to engage in any violent activities, as to not to instigate police to shoot at them. So the leaders were saying, you are not in this land illegally. This land was given to you by the city of Tshwane. Councillors have come to address them and inform them that this land is legal, they can occupy it, and services will follow once people have occupied the land.
So the actual dispute around the land being occupied illegally is now under question, because the initial motive for the Red Ants going in was that they were illegally occupying the land, correct?
That's correct. So we have now discovered that there are actually 3 pieces of land that are in dispute. And then the residents are saying they understand with one land which belongs to the chiefs. Chief, I think it's Chief that belongs to him and his tribe. They're saying we don't have a problem with that. But the land where they are currently residing, this is the land that belongs to the city of Tshwane, and it was, well, I guess we can say it was declared for them to be able to occupy it. But they're now saying they are surprised to see Red Ants trying to evict them.
And what happened during the altercation between the Red Ants and the residents yesterday? We understand that 2 people are dead. Has that tally changed, or is it still 2 deceased?
So far, it's still 2 people dead, and then about 6 injured, with another 5 people being arrested. So we do not know if there were any arrests this morning. The 5 looks like they were arrested late last night. So we're still trying to get more information from the police regarding what is happening this morning.
Thank you. Karabo, you've provided News24 with a number of photos of fires on the ground, community members, children trying to walk to school as protests resume in Hammanskraal. What is the atmosphere there at the moment?
The atmosphere is still tense in the area, and one thing that we came across, or if I can say it was a kind of a challenge or a problem, there were people who seemed to have been drinking the previous night, and they're part of the protest. One of them went as far as pulling out a gun on journalists, threatening to shoot us and telling us to leave the area. So it got kind of awkward and a bit scary early in the morning, but now the situation has been diffused. Community leaders have told the residents that they should allow us to be here because we are doing our work.
Karabo, can you just show us, before we go, a little bit of the environment that you're around at the moment? Where are you, and what do you see where you are?
Right now, I'm in one of the places that is under question, where residents have been having a meeting over there, where they met with the community leaders who was telling them to continue with their daily routines, and they would be interacting with the city of Tshwane to find a solution to the problem. Okay. But basically, this is an area where there are a lot of shacks around. Some people are still building more shacks.
Yeah. So we're talking about an area that's an informal settlement. What sort of resources do the people have? Is there electricity, water, roads, or is it a really underdeveloped part of Hammanskraal?
Erin, there is no electricity, there is no water, the roads are not even tarred. Sure. So it looks like services are still to be delivered to the area. So people are now just trying to occupy the land so that they can be noted or known that they are living in the area, so that when services come, they will be able to benefit from them. But at this stage, the people are still relying on paraffin stoves, on candles for lighting.
Any sign of the Red Ants this morning, or the police?
This morning we have not seen any members of the Red Ants, but there has been a police activity in the area. That we've seen about 3 or 4 police nyalas in the area. Every time they come around, they try and remove debris from the road, but after they leave, community members go back to the streets and block them again. So it's more like a cat and mouse game at the moment.
And any news on whether councillors, members of political parties, part of government in that area will be meeting with the community? What do we know?
So far, we have not heard of any meeting planned with any government officials, but the residents have informed the media that they want to be addressed by Gauteng Premier David Makura or the Mayor of Tshwane, Councillor Hosienso Ramokopa.
So residents of Hammanskraal, they're calling on government in Gauteng to meet with them to deal with the issue of the land they're occupying. That was our reporter Karabo Ngwepe. You can follow him on Twitter and see some of his articles and video for News24 in the links below. Karabo, thank you for your time.